Tennis drama is hitting a fever pitch, and you cannot afford to miss a single second of the action. We are diving straight into the mind of Daniil Medvedev, who is finally breaking his silence on that humiliating double bagel defeat at the Monte Carlo Masters. The former world number one is looking to put those dark days behind him as he sets his sights on a major bounce back at the Madrid Open this week.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The upsets are coming fast and furious in Madrid, with qualifier Adolfo Daniel Vallejo pulling off the shocker of a lifetime. This 21-year-old sensation just stunned Grigor Dimitrov in his very first ATP Masters 1000 debut to prove that the next generation has officially arrived. It is a cinematic moment for the Paraguayan star, who is already looking ahead to his next massive test against Lerner Tyne. Off the court, the competition is just as fierce in the fashion department, with Alex de Minaur turning heads at the Madrid Open. The world number 8 is officially the best-dressed player on tour, thanks to a little professional styling help from his fiancée Katie Boulter. Catch this tennis power couple as they take center stage for back-to-back matches this Friday. Tempers are boiling over in Madrid as Stefanos Tsitsipas makes headlines for all the wrong reasons during his latest victory. After a heated argument with chair umpire Marijana Veljovic over coaching rules, the star was caught unleashing a string of shocking insults toward his own father and coach Apostolos. It is absolute chaos on the clay, so hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay locked into all the latest updates. Ever imagined what it feels like to stand on a professional tennis court as a former world number one, only to walk off 50 minutes later without a single game to your name? That is exactly the brutal reality Daniil Medvedev faced at the Monte Carlo Masters, where he suffered a rare and jarring double bagel at the hands of Matteo Berrettini. It is the kind of scoreline that usually lives in the nightmares of club players, yet here was a top seed living through it on the global stage. Medvedev didn't mince words, flat out calling the 6-0, 6-0 loss humiliating. But here is the interesting part. Rather than crumbling under the weight of that result, he is choosing to look at it as a temporary glitch in his game rather than a crisis of identity. He openly admits that clay has never been his favorite dance partner, but he insists that his confidence remains intact as he shifts his focus to the Madrid Open. You have to respect that level of mental resilience. In a sport that thrives on momentum and head games, Medvedev is stripping away the ego and treating the loss as a data point rather than a career-defining disaster. He's taking the time to recalibrate, noting that while it took a week to shake off the sting, he's back in the rhythm of training and feeling ready for the next challenge. So, is this just a minor blip for the Russian, or does his shaky relationship with clay signal a deeper struggle ahead? I'd love to hear your take. Drop a comment below and let me know if you think he can bounce back in Madrid. Don't forget to hit that like button if you appreciate the raw honesty of top-tier athletes, and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an update on the tour. Remember, in sports as in life, it's not about how hard you fall, but how quickly you find your footing again. Ever had a moment that felt so surreal you had to pinch yourself? That is exactly what 21-year-old qualifier Adolfo Daniel Vallejo is living right now. In a massive upset at the Madrid Open, the Paraguayan star shocked Grigor Dimitrov in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4, marking his first-ever ATP Masters 1000 victory. This isn't just another win, it is history. Vallejo becomes only the second player from Paraguay to notch a Masters 1000 win since the series kicked off in 1990, joining the ranks of Ramon Delgado. The most humbling part, Vallejo admitted that he grew up watching Dimitrov's highlight reels on TV, and suddenly he was sharing the court with his idol and taking him down. Talk about a full-circle moment. He was lethal under pressure, saving 5 of 6 break points, and honestly, the composure he showed in that final set was veteran-level stuff. Elsewhere in Madrid, the emotion was heavy as Gael Monfils played his final match at this tournament, falling in a tough one to Camilo Hugo Carabelli. It is always tough to see a fan favorite say goodbye to a venue where they have so much history. Meanwhile, Stefanos Tsitsipas had to dig incredibly deep to survive a 3-set thriller against Patrick Kipson, and Pablo Carreno Busta managed a gritty comeback victory. We also saw some heartbreak with Riley Opelka forced to retire due to a shoulder injury, proving just how brutal this sport can be on the body. Looking ahead, Vallejo moves on to face Lerner Tyne, and you have to wonder if this Cinderella story has enough gas left in the tank to go even further. What do you think? Is Vallejo the real deal, or was this just a lucky day at the office? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more daily tennis updates. Sometimes, the most incredible stories in sports are the ones nobody sees coming. Ever wonder what it takes to look like a champion before you even step onto the clay? Well, Alex de Minaur just turned the entrance of the Madrid Open into his own personal runway, and let's just say he's got a secret weapon in his corner. The world number 8 showed up in a sharp, sleek Wilson fit that honestly demanded attention, but the man himself was quick to give credit where it was due. De Minaur hit Instagram to drop the caption, "Madrid vibes, nos vimos mañana," and added a cheeky, "P.S. Had the best stylist for this." It didn't take long for his fiancée, Katie Bolter, to jump into the comments and confirm she was the mastermind behind the look. It's pretty refreshing to see this tennis power couple dominating both the social media game and the tour life. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. This Friday, they are set to take center stage back-to-back at the Manolo Santana Stadium. De Minaur is slated to face the surging Spanish talent Rafael Jadar, while Bolter has a massive challenge ahead against the formidable Jessica Pegula. It's not just Alex stepping up his style game, though. The ATP's Athlete Arrivals campaign is really turning the pre-match walk into a centerpiece event. Zizou Bergs, Ethan Quinn, and Matteo Arnaldi are also getting in on the action, with Tommy Paul even chiming in with some banter about Berg's sophisticated look. It's a fun, fresh way to showcase the personalities behind the racket, moving way beyond just the scoreboard. Are you a fan of the tour's push into high fashion, or should these guys just stick to their whites and headbands? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tennis updates. After all, sometimes the biggest wins happen before the first serve is even struck. Have you ever wondered what happens when the pressure of a professional tennis career boils over in the most public way possible? Well, Stefanos Tsitsipas just gave us a masterclass in meltdown at the Madrid Open. Tsitsipas hasn't exactly been having the time of his life lately. After slipping to world number 80 and suffering 4 opening round exits in his last 5 tournaments, the guy was desperate for a win. He finally scraped a victory against Patrick Kipson, but the headlines aren't about the tennis. They are about the explosive, borderline unhinged drama that unfolded on court. The trouble started when chair umpire Marijana Veljovic handed him a code violation for illegal coaching. Now, we know coaching is technically allowed in the modern game, but there is a line, and apparently, Tsitsipas and his father Apostolos were sprinting well past it. When the umpire warned him that his father was talking far too much, Tsitsipas fired back with a classic, "Does it bother my opponent?" defense. It was a tense standoff, but the real fireworks weren't reserved for the official. Unable to contain his mounting frustration, Tsitsipas turned his anger toward the player's box, specifically at his father and coach, Apostolos. What followed was a verbal barrage that left viewers stunned. We aren't talking about mild frustration here. He was caught screaming profanities in Greek, calling his own father a piece of S**, an imbecile, and stupid. It is a stark reminder that even at the pinnacle of sport, the relationship between coach and player, especially when that coach is family, can be a powder keg waiting for a spark. Despite the chaos, Tsitsipas managed to grind out the win in nearly 3 hours, admitting afterward that he desperately needed the confidence boost. It's hard to build belief when you're losing, sure, but at what cost does this emotional volatility come to his game? What do you think? Is this just the heat of the moment, or is it time for a permanent change in his coaching staff? Drop a comment below with your thoughts, and if you enjoy the deep dives into tennis drama, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more updates. Tennis is a game of composure, and today, Tsitsipas proved that keeping your cool might be the hardest shot of all.